You won't believe what Michael and Uriel did at the cross. Have you ever heard about the spiritual battle that took place at the exact moment of the crucifixion? While everyone's eyes were fixed on Jesus on the cross, celestial forces were in motion, waging an invisible war between good and evil. On the cross, Christ's pain and suffering were visible to all, but something much deeper was happening in the spiritual world. Demons surrounded Golgotha, trying to claim that death as a victory. The enemy thought he had finally managed to disrupt God's plans, but he didn't count on the presence of Michael and Uriel. Michael, the great commander of the heavenly armies, wasn't just a spectator. He had a mission to ensure that Christ's sacrifice was not interrupted, and that every prophecy was fulfilled exactly as written. His flaming sword was raised, protecting the divine plan from any evil interference. Uriel, the angel of wisdom and revelation, was also there. He carried an essential mission to illuminate the true meaning of Christ's sacrifice and ensure that the spiritual victory was complete. His presence symbolized the divine fire that purifies and transforms. But what exactly did he do at that moment? While Roman soldiers and religious leaders mocked Jesus, in the spiritual realm, Michael and his armies were battling the forces of darkness. Hell tried to claim Christ's soul, believing he was just a mortal man. But Uriel was there to ensure that the divine light was not extinguished, for this was not a moment of defeat, it was a moment of redemption. At that instant, a cry echoed through the heavens. "It is finished." These words were not just a declaration of the end, but the announcement of the greatest victory in history. Michael prevented Satan from claiming what never belonged to him, and Uriel ensured that the light of truth would shine forever for humanity. But there's still a mystery to be revealed. What was Michael and Uriel's exact mission at the cross? What did they do to prevent darkness from triumphing, and how does this affect our lives today? Now that we understand the invisible battle that took place at the crucifixion, we need to uncover the details of these two angels' actions. Because the truth is, without them, history might have been completely different. Get ready for a revelation that could transform your understanding of what really happened that day. On that dark day, as Jesus agonized on the cross, the sky darkened and a supernatural shadow covered the earth. But this darkness wasn't just physical. In the spiritual realm, invisible forces were at war. Satan and his demons believed they had won. But what they didn't know was that Michael and Uriel were there, ready to fulfill a divine purpose. Michael, with his flaming sword, took his place on the celestial battlefield. Demons tried to approach, whispering lies, attempting to discredit Christ's sacrifice. They claimed that his death was in vain, that there would be no resurrection. But Michael, the prince of the heavenly armies, raised his sword and declared, "The blood of the Lamb is holy, and no darkness shall touch it." On the other side, Uriel observed the scene with eyes burning like fire. He knew this moment was not just a sacrifice, but a revelation. His mission was to ensure that the truth was made manifest, that spiritual eyes were opened. He extended his hands, and suddenly an intense light broke through the darkness. In the temple, the veil was torn in two. The symbol of separation between God and man had been destroyed. Hell fell into despair. Satan realized he had been deceived. He had not conquered Jesus. On the contrary, he had unknowingly fulfilled God's plan. Michael advanced with an army of angels, driving out the demonic hordes that tried to claim what never belonged to them. The cross was not a throne of defeat, but an altar of victory. Uriel then turned to human hearts. He knew that many still did not understand what was happening. He breathed the flame of understanding upon those present. The Roman centurion, witnessing how Jesus died, fell to his knees and said, "Truly this was the Son of God." The repentant thief hanging beside Christ received his promise, "Today you will be with me in paradise." Michael and Uriel's mission was complete. Michael sheathed his sword, knowing that the price had been paid. Uriel watched as the darkness dissipated and hope was reborn. The moment Jesus gave up his spirit, an earthquake shook the earth, not as a sign of destruction, but as a spiritual awakening. The world would never be the same. 3 days later, the ultimate proof of divine power occurred. The tomb was empty. Michael was there when the stone was rolled away, ensuring that nothing could hinder the resurrection. Uriel illuminated the minds of the women who found the empty grave, revealing the truth. He is not here. He has risen. This story is not just an account of the past, but a key to understanding our present and future. Michael and Uriel were not mere witnesses of that day. They continue to act even today. The same spiritual war is still being waged, but victory has already been declared at the cross. And now that you know the truth, one question remains. Whose side are you on? Because this battle is not over, and your choice could determine eternity. The ritual of connection with Michael and Uriel. This ritual was developed to activate the spiritual protection of Michael and the illuminating wisdom of Uriel. When performed with faith and intention, it strengthens your life against negative influences and opens paths to divine clarity and understanding. What to expect after the ritual? A feeling of immediate lightness and protection. Answers coming through dreams and signs. Removal of negative energies and harmful influences. Greater clarity in making decisions and understanding your purpose. You can repeat this ritual whenever you feel the need, especially in times of doubt or when seeking spiritual protection. Now that you know this secret, you are ready to live under the light and guidance of the most powerful angels of the Most High. If you feel this calling, do not ignore it. Prepare yourself, create your sacred space, and perform the ritual. Comment, "I'm ready," if you accept this journey of transformation. Together, let's awaken an army of light in this world.